All right, let's see if everything's good. Oh my god, why does my hair look like that? Jesus. Nah, this looks weird. What's going on, everybody? It's What's up, everyone? It's Mikey, host, creator, and producer of the Indie Corner Presents podcast here on YouTube. First off, I wanted to let everybody know, Happy New Year. Hopefully, everyone's year last year, the 2022, was very rewarding and fulfilling, and hopefully, you guys have a very prosperous 2023. I just want to just do a little quick, I don't know, like like a rewind or just a reflection video on, just talking about our progress with the channel so far, some of my favorite moments of the channel, and most importantly, what we're going to be talking about next in 2023. So let's, get right into it. It's been a very interesting, I'd say 6 to 8 months starting the channel, and producing content for you guys, and there've been some hits, some misses, but it's been, for the most part, been very fun, and as well as doing this with my best friends. It's been a great journey so far. We basically got started with this on, back at Penn State, back in college, with the Students of Shield YouTube channel, the Marvel Club YouTube channel, as we'd like to call it. The previous members, who graduated before, me and some of my friends did, they were doing a lot of Marvel DC content on that channel. And I started wanting to make videos on there as well, but I wanted to spice it up. I wanted to, rep the indie books, because, I more was focused on indie books at the time of my when I was in college. So I wanted to, get some spotlight on those books, not just do Marvel and DC stuff. And yeah, we basically started it out with my favorite comic book of all time, Invincible, and I did that with Timon and Matt and Christian, and we did it for almost 3 years till the time I graduated, and that was kind of the whole birth of the Indie Corner. It was a segment on the Students of Shield, and it's just the four of us, just simply just talking comics and just breaking down books. And throughout the course of my college career with the Marvel Club, and I started spinning off and doing a lot more other indie books and getting a lot more of students involved with that, and then doing a lot more panel discussions and concepts on just talking just comics and pop culture and reviews, which also led us to, and that's when Rebecca got involved more so in terms of giving us the opportunity to interview creators from the industry, like from Fabian Nicieza to legends like the Simonsons, Walton Weezy, even towards my favorite creator of all time, which is one of my favorite creators of all time, which was Kari Andrews. That was one of my favorite interviews I ever did. I graduated back in last year, 2020, December of 2021. I had to pass on the channel to somebody else, which is kind of how it works with the Student Shield. That's how I got it, so I had to pass the torch to somebody else. But I realized that I kind of didn't want to finish this. I loved it. I loved just talking about comic books, about what I loved with my friends, and I thought it would be worth it to, just continue. I felt to make the change. I pitched it to Matt. Matt was all for it. Pitched it to Christian, and got Rebecca involved, and that's how she wrote. So that's basically the whole gist of how the Indie Corner started. The first video we did on the channel was me and Christian talking about what our thoughts on the Invincible movie, who would we cast. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of familiarity there, because we were so used to doing Invincible for so long. I wanted to change some more things up with it as well. So I thought making clips would have been fun to do, because a lot of podcasts I watch on YouTube, especially, they do some clips, to just little appetizers to get people into the actual episode itself. And yeah, that was a challenge, because I had to relearn some of my editing skills. So, and it reminded me how taxing editing is. So it was just it was a lot, but it was a lot of fun to make those clips. And apparently they're a lot of our more popular videos are just the clips, and it's obviously it's the fruits of my labor were pretty successful. But also wanted to continue more of the of the longer story videos that we've been doing, of longer book breakdowns, which kind of led to our other series like Transformers, Sex Criminals, all that stuff. But yeah, it's just that's something I really wanted to do. Just stay familiar, stay familiar, stick with what I'm used to, but change things up. But also it also led to the Indie Corner After Darks, which are more of the panel stuff that I did back soon to Shield, morphed into Indie Corner After Dark, where we do our, where we talk about everything comics, everything from pop culture, comic books, movie reviews, TV reviews, and those are some of my favorite videos we've done last year. And it was, yeah, it's been good stuff. It's been good stuff. One of my favorite videos we ever did, in terms of one and dones, the Ultra Mega video that we did, that one was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun because I wanted to pick Christian and Damone for it because we're big Power Rangers fans, and this is a more tokusatsu censored book. So I was like, hey, it'd be fun, and it was a lot of fun talking about it. Very violent, of course, obviously, and we kind of nicknamed ourselves the Violent Trio because we do a pattern of doing three of us, me, Damone, and Christian, just doing violent books together, I guess. So I think that was fun. But also, yeah, we had a pretty good turnout. Probably Luther Strode because I've been wanting to do Luther Strode since Students of Shield. So the fact that I got the Violent Trio again, Christian, Damone, myself, to do that book, that one was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Recently, our holiday special doing Klaus. I mean, Klaus is also on the back burner as well in terms of videos I've always wanted to do, or books I always wanted to cover. So the fact that we got to do that again with Klaus, and it was more Christmassy and again dressed up, it was so much fun. Going back to more long format videos and podcasts, doing Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye with Rebecca. Shout out to her because she was really adamant into doing uh more of taking a more of the hosting approach with this. It's a series she's been wanting to do for a while, so I gave her the green light, and it's been a very fun ride with me, with her doing a good job with the hosting, and Matt as well, just reading, doing a book, doing these books every 2 weeks. It's been a really fun journey. And listen, man, y'all Transformers fans, y'all really love your Transformers because that was literally, you guys have been, most of our view count has been off the Transformers stuff, and we've gained a lot of subscribers through that. So yeah, it literally shows that, man, y'all love your Transformers for real, for real. Doing Sex Criminals with Matt, I mean, starting that podcast was again in talks for a while. Because it's a book I've never read. It's a book that Matt has read and has enjoyed, and also shout out to Seamus as well. He's been wanting. He said the moment we do Sex Criminals, get me on board, and as well shout out to Christian because Chris Valera, OG, because he hasn't really read a comic in a while. So having this be his return to comics debut, doing this outlandish book, was so much fun, and I still stand by this. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my funniest podcasts I've ever done. I've never laughed that hard after doing a podcast. It was a lot of fun. Dutch oven is one. The Dutch microwave is one. Reverse cowgirl is one. Shrimping is one.
The reverse curve.
Furthermore, with the clips, I mean, yeah, the clips, man, so much fun to not only just to edit, but just to watch. I mean, you guys seem to love them a lot, and we definitely plan to do more next year. This year. Some of my favorite ones, again, just the Steve Buscemi one. Oh, just with Christian, just us. It's just a nice little compilation of me and Christian's admiration for the one, the only, the God, Steve Buscemi, who we want to be Cecil and many characters apparently in Invincible. Just imagine that scene where like it's just Steve Buscemi just bathing in goo.
Yeah, just like the picture that I got right now. Yeah,
he's literally perfect for this. We were able to make Matt talk about Man-Thing for once. This is like, and he's never gonna do it again, so might as well give him the spotlight for it. And that one was very fun to do.
Dude, please,
I am totally okay with that. That means I get Man Thing merch. Are you kidding me? Please, but turn this guy into Baby Yoda. Make him the babyest Yoda. I don't care. I want my Man Thing merch.
Like I think it's so nice, and I'm happy I was able to do that for him. That little video, never gonna happen again. Nah, he only gets the one video. The Daredevil one, actually any Daredevil one that we do, I think because me and Seamus always gotta have our moment where we talk about Daredevil for 2 hours. The most recent one where we talk about how She-Hulk version of Daredevil a hoe is a little promiscuous, which is how he is in the comics. So that's that one gets me laughing every time because the editing and all that stuff it's just too funny.
That's Daredevil. He totally do that shit.
Daredevil's such a hoe, bro. He should be put an A on his chest instead of a D. That's how much of a hoe he is. Yeah, those clips that we do of Transformers, the one that I think that deserves some more love, in my opinion, is the one I did of Skids. Future Mikey, when you edit this, put this fucking clip in of those two fuckers in here.
Get your ugly face off. I'm ugly. We're twins, you stupid genius.
Also, the one with Swerve shooting is the ultimate headshot from Swerve. Hilarious. I mean, just like one of my favorite moments from that comic. I chuckled so loud, and my boss looked at me like I was crazy. I died. Sex Criminals clips, especially the Willem Dafoe one. That one was so funny. Is fucking Susie wearing a mask that has fucking what's his name?
That's Willem Dafoe.
Oh, Willem Dafoe's face, right?
That's fucking Willem Dafoe, man. That's Willem fucking Dafoe right there.
There's a ton of them I will talk about more of, but most of the clips I love. But yeah, those are the ones that stand out. Oh, silly me. The Namor clip, like literally, like that Namor clip, I did not see coming. We gotta shout out T-Knock and his Imperious Riz. Like, come on now.
But Namor still looks, like you said, cool and intimidating, all that. And oh my god, he is so hot. I was kind of dying during this movie.
Yeah.
But the fact that most importantly, y'all crazy with the comments, man. Like the comments on that video are probably my favorite ones, is because we started a Namor fight. We started some Namor beef in there. It was it was hilarious. Shout out to Porn Sock Pinchashot, our writer, our first writer interview for our off-panel series that we're going to be doing more of. That episode was definitely a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed talking with him. Very humble, very, very, very insightful, very talented creator. I've become a very huge fan of his work ever since Infidel, and going forward with The Good Asian as well. Phenomenal series. And for people that haven't checked it out yet, check out his new series that dropped last month, Sandman Dead Boy Detectives, because I've read it and it's pretty fucking good. The Indie Corner After Dark stuff, I think, is so much fun. So I love just discussions. I love getting people's perspectives on things and their insights and opinions. But yeah, a lot of the reviews that we've done has been some of my favorite reviews I've ever done just in my whole podcasting journey. The Sandman, especially because that's one of my favorite shows of the year. Last year was Sandman. Werewolf by Night was great. The Multiverse of Madness review, that one had some really good insights and some stuff on our thoughts on that film. Even like some of the announcements that we've talked about, like the San Diego Comic-Con coverage, the D23 coverage. Yeah, I mean, Miss Marvel was also a great episode as well, because there's a lot of stuff coming out this year. There's a lot of stuff that me, Matt, Rebecca, Seamus, we want to talk about more in terms of just comic books and just pop culture. So expect more in the future. Obviously, well, the big one is that's coming up pretty soon, is that we're continuing Transformers on the 9th. That's going to be fun. It's going to continue right where we left off, covering the next volume. I'm very excited because, last time we left off, Megatron is now an Autobot. So that's going to be a really fun discussion, and I'm probably going to get some more clips. But yeah, this year, most likely, we'll probably be finishing that series off if we continue the pace that we're going at. So that's very exciting. Of course, more indie one and dones are going to be coming for sure. Definitely want to do more of those because we were able to do 5 of them. So we're definitely going to do like a couple more of them throughout the year. Definitely going to have more specials as well. More specials are going to be coming. Some maybe definitely some maybe some Black History Month in there. International Women's Day was brought up in one of our meetings, so that's gonna change. So we'll see where it goes. Next point on the agenda is definitely getting more interviews for our off-panel segment. Want some more artists, want some more writers, and just talk comics and pop culture and all that. So maybe we'll see. But yeah, definitely more off-panel interviews. That's gonna happen. We've also been talking about maybe doing some gaming live streams, because last year there were some games that came out, like Midnight Suns was one, as well as Gotham Knights, that we were talking about maybe doing on the channel, but that required more preparation and setting up. So yeah, we might do some more games, especially because like Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League comes out, and I can't wait to get my hands on that game. As well as the Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man PS4 sequel, that's gonna be coming out. So yeah, or maybe we can go back to Gotham Knights and stuff like that. Unfortunately, if you haven't checked out our recent one of our community posts, we decided to put that series on hold for now, just because we're just trying to figure some things out. Especially Matt, he isn't sure if he wants to continue doing it. But for right now, we're trying to focus on what next series we want to do. And as you noticed, we did a poll recently, which has actually had some good progress in terms of results that people want. Fight Club 2 by Chuck Palahniuk and Cameron Stewart. East of West by Jonathan Hickman and Nick Dragata. Die by Kieran Gillen, and the artist escapes me. And here's the thing, Die is fucking mental. Deadly Class by Rick Remender and Wes Craig, which in my opinion is one of my favorite comic books. It's my second favorite comic book of all time after Invincible, of course. So I had to add that on. I don't want to just say anything, but your boy for Christmas as a gift just got volume 6 and volume 7 of Deadly Class. So it seems like that's the one we're gonna do this year. The fact that we're practically almost at 100 and growing means a lot to us. But yeah, it's been a great ride, and definitely expect more throughout this year. As I said, we got a lot of stuff cooking, so I can't wait to have you guys check it out. But yeah, and just simply, guys, just from all of us at the Indie Corner, the Indie Corner family, the Indie Corner gang, we just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for all the support you've shown the channel over the past year, and I'm hoping this next year can be even better.
Thank you! Thank you! Thank you! Thank you so much for watching us talk about Transformers and comics on the internet.
Thanks again. We love you, and have a great and prosperous new year, and we'll see you on the next one. All right. Peace.
That's so cool. It's so cool that we can do this for a living. And what's that? We aren't getting paid? We don't get paid. Well, still, thank you for watching. It's so cool. It's just, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.